Now guys, again, 2019 Examcraft mock, paper 1 at ordinary level, and this is the question that was presented to us. So we were asked, Michelle, what we were asked, or told rather, based on this question, looks better. Sorry, I should have my pencil ready and I don't. No, where is it? There's. So Michelle is designing patterns with tiles from her Scrabble board. The first 3 patterns are shown below. So draw the next 2. So what's happening is what we're going to be looking at first. We went from one tile to this V shape, then we went to this W shape. So the next is going to be adding on another arm or leg onto it. So now it doesn't ever change. That's 1, that's 2. Okay, sorry, no, just bear with me. So notice how I am trying to keep them the same shape because they are squares effectively, looking at that. So I'm making them side length 2 on 2 because I'm like on the across the diagonally boxes. Now this one needs to go down in line with this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 across. Now again, same thing. Up 2. Up 2, 1, 2. I went a little bit astray on that one. And yeah, so I need one more in the end. Okay. Now if I was an exam situation, I would have rectified that a little bit, but it's close enough. Okay, we can see that we're adding on 2 here. So add on 2 to the end. And 2 again. Bottom part of that question asks us, complete the following table. So how many is in the first? 1, 3, 5. So we've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As I said, we're adding on 2 each time, so the next one is going to be 9. Okay, that's that question done. That part of that question done, rather. Next thing is Michelle states that her pattern is linear. Do you agree with Michelle and explain your answer fully? So the term that's important here is linear. What does linear mean for patterns? So for a linear term, or for a linear pattern, you should see that right there. Let me pull you over a little bit. So for a linear pattern, the first difference must be the same. Must be the same. In other words, we're adding or subtracting the same amount each time between the terms. And that is the case here. So that is the case here. And you can demonstrate it. So our first term is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Between each of those, we're adding on 2. So for a linear pattern, the first difference must be the same. So that's the first difference. And that is the case here. Common difference of 2. Of 2 in this case. Okay, if we're talking about quadratics, it means that the change of the change is the same. We're not in this case, we're talking about linear, but that's something to look over in terms of this. And exponential is when we're multiplying by the same amount each time. We've been asked then to find Tn, the nth term of the pattern. Now, in your log tables, you will be told minus 1d. This is the formula. So when we're asked for the nth term, it's general. In the log tables, we're told A is the start term, N is the term number, and D is the common difference. So this can be only used if it's a linear pattern. So Tn, our first term was 1, and our common difference is 2. So we have 1 plus n minus 1 times 2. 2 times n minus 1 is 2n minus 2, and let's just simplify this down. 1 minus 2 is minus 1 plus 2n. Okay, that's us done. Hence, or otherwise, that means hence means using what you already know. Find T21. So T21 would be equal to minus 1 plus 2n. Gn, sorry, so T21 is going to be minus 1 plus 2 times 21, 42 minus 1, 41. You can fill that into your calculator. The other way you can do that, and some of you do this in class, is you have the formula, and you kind of like to do this. T21 is 1 plus 21 minus 1 times 2. 1 plus 20 times 2 is 40, is 41. Same answer, two different methods. Either is perfectly fine, because it's the other ways. Now, which pattern would contain 87 tiles? So we want to know how many, what term number has 87 tiles. So we're going to fill that in. I'm going to fill in minus 1 plus 2n. This we're very familiar with from algebra. It's just train tracks. We're looking for n and we just solve it. So the opposite of minus 1 is plus 1. So we have 88 is equal to 2n. 2 is multiplying the n. We're doing the opposite, so we want to just find out what n is. And that means the 44th term will have 87 tiles. Okay, that's it there. So that's that pattern question done. I hope that helps. So best luck with the rest of it.